Diamond David Lee, how you?
Woo, lighting up Hampton. We are inside the perimeter already, man. Here we go.
All right.
We're in the building now. Right now, even as we speak, I'm in the bowels of the building, inside the steaming arena, in the humid, rancid air as we erect the most momentous, gigantor... Man, where do you see this?
Hey, let's get off the bowels for a second. Can we? Hey, I have to ask you. You're working on the show now, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you got it tuned to the point where you feel comfortable?
Oh, the show is dialed in. We've been at this for a while now. What we've done is, just checking for the transportation thing. This is the biggest show in rock and roll history, and, setting it up and tearing it down takes a special kind of pirate crew,
How many tons of equipment, Dave?
Well, 97 tons just hanging in the air. Actually, 150 tons, about almost 500,000 pounds of everything, if you include the stage and all that sort of stuff. And eat 'em and smile time, man. It just makes the music look like it sounds, which is the whole thing anyway.
And it's 120 shows, is that right?
Oh, at least. That's just the United States. And I say at least because it'd probably be more by the time we stretch this. I've been off the road too long, man. Here we go.
You didn't gain any weight, did you?
No.
No way.
Not an ounce.
Mr. Muscle.
Well, you've seen the Yankee Rose video out there. That's what you get.
Looking good.
It's impossible to squeeze a big-time, nighttime kind of thing into a little teeny screen. That's why you got to come see it live. And besides, you figure the stereo that I can hang up in the air just for one night in the arena has got to be at least a little bit better than the stereo you have at home.
Yeah.
So that's worth the trip, right?
Absolutely. Hey, Diamond Dave, are you mentally, are you ready to go for this? I mean, this is 10 months of work for you, man.
Oh, here we come. This is my entire sole purpose for existence is to play live. And I make records as a reason to get a band together and go out and make the show. It's a rock and roll show, And this is the kickoff. The record just went platinum, I heard last night.
Yeah.
Eat 'em and smile, sort of million right out there. And here we come. Who would have thought, huh?
You got a hell of a band, too. I tell you, these guys are terrific. Steve Vai on guitar, is that right?
Oh, man, Stevie fell out of the Frank Zappa frying pan. He can't be responsible for his hostile actions in an adult society. He's an electric guitarist.
Who else you got playing?
We have Bad Billy Sheehan on the bass. Bad Billy Sheehan. He used to play with a band called Talus. This is a guy who's... when you hear him, it's the most unique thing. He's been on all the covers of all the guitar magazines. He's never had a record out.
Well, you've been working with these guys for, a week now, right?
Well, actually, we've been in town for several days now. Came in by undercover of night in a low-flying plane, And everybody, even now as we speak, the trucks and buses and personnel are steaming across the hinterlands and flying in over various oceans to join us now. There's a crew of some 120 people that we're traveling with this here number, and up to 11 trucks worth of gear that goes into this.
How long did it take you to realize you were satisfied with this crew you got? I mean, you're obviously a perfectionist. You do everything first class.
Well, the idea was, like everybody's got to feel like it's their painting, Ain't nobody wants to paint somebody else's house every day, right? So it's like if everybody feels like, hey, that's their thing up there, then you're going to get something that's a lot more dramatic to see, And when the lights sweep, they sweep instead of just kind of going, you notice these little differences, and everybody here is geared up. We don't have any real management here anymore, It's the fabulous Picasso brothers, who you'll see debuting in their first debut in the next video, Going Crazy, that'll be coming up in a week or two. It's going to be world premiering on MTV. And the Picasso brothers are the ones, myself and my partner P. Angeles, who are running this thing. So since we don't have any real adult supervision here, we can afford to be really creative and plan ahead,
All the ladies are absolutely screaming. We were talking to all the ladies in the station today, and they want to know if you're going to have your chaps.
Oh, we're definitely going to have the chaps. Would I put it on the screen for you if it didn't really exist?
Yeah, you're right.
How many times have we been disappointed by that? We see something on the screen, we hear it on plastic, we go see it live, and it's just not the same.
Or what about the cannibal makeup? What about that? Now,
well, we get a reasonable facsimile simile of that. You know, the Cannibal Man on the cover is the most rock and roll character that I could think of, because to him, he's looking at you, he's thinking he's all dressed up and ready to fall in love. He thinks he looks like the Cat's pajamas, and he's wondering why everybody's staring at him. And isn't that rock and roll?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's going to be one non-stop excitement, I guess, right?
Oh, man, there's 138 beats a minute or better. There's no dead space here. This is the roaring 80s, man, you know?